assignment. And our first task, this is our assignment in our subject is Sped 615. So, the particular topic is all about the introduction to special education. Then, after this presentation, we have a question to answer. So, the question goes like this: what can a person with disabilities do despite their handicap? So, as you can see in the video, naka-wheelchair. So, you can see every individual has a right to learn, not just on the same way or the same way. So, we will discuss about the foundation or the introduction to special education. So, particularly the handicapped persons, or when you say handicapped persons yung race, what can you say about it or handicapped persons? So, based sa nabasa ko or mga bago ko lang nalaman na handicapped persons are not only just the physically handicapped, included pala yung doon ang mga mentally handicapped.
Opposite siya before kasi before pagkakaalam ko siya yung hindi siya yung kutalaw paa, yung kutalaw isang kamay, yan ang before.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not everyone girl.
So, yan. Every handicapped person, even mentally handicapped or physically handicapped, they can still live the life they want to live. Diba? So, a person with disability can achieve many things despite their handicap. Disabilities do not define a person's potential. So, ang kanyang life does not define kung ano ang kanyang disability. Does not define. Many individuals with disabilities lead fulfilling and successful lives pala. Diba? Marami tayong nakikita ng mga disabled, pero very successful pa kaysa mga normal people. Then they contribute to their communities and excelling in various fields. So here are some things a person with disabilities can do despite their challenges. So here are some exceptionality din Ma'am Grace sa mga disabilities. Yes, ma'am. You can see it in the presentation. Ito lang siya, no? So, first one is learning disabilities. So, may ganun pala. Learning disabilities, developmental delays, emotional and behavioral disorders, disabilities din yan. Communication disorders, hearing disabilities, yung mga visual impairments, physical disabilities. So, yan is considered as handicap din. Kasi hindi lang physical pala yung handicap, pati din mga mental at saka ibang part ng katawan. So, ito, lalo na itong Grace, handicap, autism. Autism is mental handicap. This ma'am, di ba mental? So, deafness, emotional disturbance, handicap pala din yan. Then, intellectual disability, hearing impairment, multiple disabilities, orthopedic impairment, other health impairment, mga traumatic brain injury, mga speech or language impairment, visual impairment also. So, those are disabilities. So, based on, in summary mga Grace, those persons with mental and physical disabilities can do many things despite their disabilities or despite their challenges. So, first and foremost, they can pursue education and career goals. So, even they are handicapped, they can still go to school, di ba? They can still go to school and do what they want for their career in the future. So, may mga universities naman at mga schools na tumatanggap ng mga persons with disabilities kasi inclusive na tayo. May mga schools din na for SPED. May mga schools for the blind, may mga schools, mga SPED schools. So, many persons with disabilities or with handicapped persons can still go to school, to college. Marami din mga handicapped persons na nagiging engineers, mga, diba, nagiging engineers, artists, athletes, diba, ganon. Mga professionals, may mga business. So, another one is persons with disabilities can lead independent lives. So even an example of this is, for example, these or yung mga disabilities sa hearing, yung mga hearing impairment. So, how can they be independent? So, through using, through using hearing aids. So, pag pinapagamit mo sila ng hearing aids, so pwede na silang makalakad-lakad kung saan, nakakarinig lang kung anong sinasabi sa kanila. So, pwede din silang maging safe maglakad kasi naririnig nila yung mga approaching sa kanila ng mga cars maybe, or baka may aso. So, pwede nila maiwasan kasi naririnig na nila. Then, it includes yung mga prosthetics kasi, example, yung mga isa lang ang leg o isa lang ang kamay. So, pag isa lang ang leg, handicap yun ba?
Yes.
Pwede naman, may prosthetics naman na paa. So, pwede kang palagay ng prosthetics ng paa. So, may mga prosthetics din na mga paa na nagiging athlete sila, di ba, ng waist. Tsaka yung mga kamay, isa lang ang kamay. Pwede din namang may prosthetics na kamay. Yun. And also, persons with disabilities can build strong relationships. So, meaning, they can have social connections and community engagements. Yes. Social connections meaning they can have their own family, they can have romantic relationships, yes, intimacy. They can have social skills. They can socialize with others in the community. And community engagement also, they can do volunteer. They can volunteer in community activities. Hindi naman sila, kahit handicap sila, marunong din naman silang gumawa. Hindi lang lahat. Pwede din nilang gawin yung mga ginagawa ng mga normal. Okay? Hindi lang lahat. So, they can build strong relationships. Another one, engage in hobbies and creative pursuits. So, kahit disabled sila or handicapped sila, they can have artistic expressions like in music, in art. So, maraming disabled, di ba, Ma'am Grace? Maraming disabled na magaling sa art, magaling sa music, magaling mag-paint. Yes. Hindi nakakarinig pero ang galing mag-paint. Hindi nakakakita pero ang galing sa music, yes, nagda-drums. Yun. So, they can engage those hobbies, mga performing arts, and sports recreation also. Like, kahit handicap ka, wala kang isang paa, pero may wheelchair ka naman, so pwede kang mag-basketball. Kasi may league na, basketball league na mga for the handicap persons na naka-wheelchair. So, di ba, masaya yun. Nakikita na ako ng gano'n. Then, swimming din, pwede din silang sumali sa swimming competition o Paralympic sports. Yes. Yun. Kasi may mga athletes din ng mga
Mabasa. Ano pang question? Ako mabasa. Ano pang question? Okay. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Grace.
Okay. Our second task is to recall a monograph about persons with disabilities that we know, we heard, or we met. Then, how did they overcome these disabilities? Okay, Michelle? Okay. Is this familiar to you, this person?
No, I just see her through because of you. You said earlier. I'm not really familiar with her.
About her?
Yes. Without your sharing like earlier,
okay.
I never know.
Okay.
Who is Helen Keller?
Okay. To know more about her, okay, let me read about her biography. Are you ready, Michelle?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So this is Helen Keller. Okay, he is the first woman who hold a college degree holder in our country. She is the first blind and deaf woman. Yes.
Naka-college degree siya.
Nagkaroon siya ng college degree. So, Helen Keller was born in Alabama. And to Cumbia, Alabama on June 27, 1980. So she suffered pala a serious illness at the age of 9 months. Imagine, bata-bata pa na yung best na. Okay. Kaya siya naging blind and deaf. Okay. So this time, para siyang meningitis or blind or brain fever. Kaya, ito ang kanyang brain cells.
So meaning,
blind talaga siya.
So her disability was not really inborn.
Hindi
It
talaga
was acquired.
Siguro sa pagbuntis, hindi natin alam,
Yes,
o
ma'am.
yung lifestyle o ano ba, hindi ka na. Then, while Keller initially diagnosed gestures, there's yung mga device gestures and actions to make her, meron silang family, meron silang sa kanila family, meron silang own gestures para to make her understood. Kanyang mga actions lang yan. Hindi ko siya makapasalita, hindi siya makakita. So, paano malaman how she communicates with her parents? Paano? Okay. She know that she was not like Alex. So, alam na niya kung, iba ako sa mga normal na mga bata. So, alam na niya kasi she was a very smart kid. Still, she learned to perform household chores, diba? She learned how to fold the laundry and to try to remain as part of the family as possible. So, over the years, however, her frustration are not being understood. So, may mga frustration siya na hindi nabigyan na kanyang mga family member. Kaya, as a result, that makes her anger. Tapos, hostile. And then, uncontrolled ang kanyang may mga tayo na uncontrolled siya. Diba siguro mag-tantrum siya, mag-hysterical, parang ganyan. Diba? Paano umiyak? Can you imagine paano mo iyak yung bili. Di ba kumasalita siya? Paano siya paano niya explain ang kanyang feelings? No? Mahirap. Mahirap. Hindi niya ma-explain.
Yes, ma'am.
Nag-discuss naman niya. No, umiyak siya. Paano niya kung ano siya? Yan, para siya yung explain sa kanyang parents na hindi siya masyadong story. Yun ang mahirap. Okay. So, Keller realized that she needed special teaching, but they are not sure where to find it. So, when Keller was 6 years old, her parents took her to see Alexander Graham Bell, who recommended to contact the Perkins Institute for the Blind. So, si Alexander Graham Bell, at that time pa lang yung na Alexander Graham Bell. So, siya yung
inventor ng telephone.
Yes. So, siya yung recommend to the Perkins Institute for the Blind. So, they did. So, the teacher was named Anne Sullivan. Okay. So, Anne Sullivan teach her how to communicate and educate a wide range of educational subjects. Okay. Being enthusiastic and bright students, she had mastered the manual alphabet. Yung mga alphabet ng kamay na niya, gamit ang kamay ng letters. Then learned also to read Braille and become a voracious reader. So, wide reader siya. Kahit like siya. So, dahil pa yung mga reader. Normal yung mga kita.
Yes, ma'am.
After hearing that a blind and deaf Norwegian girl had taught to speak, so Keller also learned to speak. Then attending the school for the deaf for instruction, another school na naman. Okay. So Keller and her teacher, Scott Sullivan, studied number of other schools. Hindi lang isang school ang kanilang maraming din pala. So including the Humason School for the Deaf and Cambridge School for Young Ladies. So in 1905, so very enthusiastic na lang, hindi sila nag-educators, so very enthusiastic na sila. So in 1904, Helen Keller graduated with honors at the Radcliffe. So she was the first deaf and blind with graduated in college. Siya yung first deaf and blind
in history.
in the history. So she is a very smart girl.
Tapos,
Then the year before her graduation, imagine, he published her own autobiography entitled The Story of My Life.
The story of my life.
Ganda niya. Okay, imagine at the age of 9 years old, she began to speak. At the age of 9 years old.
Matagal din, ma'am, no?
Tagal, gabi ang kanya.
Kasi dapat 2 years old nga, nagpapagsalita ka na.
Kasi yung parents mo, 2 years old na, maano sila, mamasalita yung bata. Yung anak ko, hindi ko makapasalita. 2 years old na.
Parang, ano na?
Oo. Salita na yung parents niya. 9 years old.
Buti na lang mo pinag-aral siya ng parents niya.
Yes, pero alam, super supportive na kanyang parents.
Mayaman sila sila na.
Siguro.
Mayaman sila.
Kasi meron siya sport. Then, Keller's committed to adult life to social activism. Activist siya. Social activism. Active siya sa mga social. We gave lectures to increase public understanding.
Pati na,
Lecture
siya.
Lecture din siya of the challenges that to face people with physical handicap. So, really inspiration siya para sa mga handicapped people. Then, Keller helped also to improve schooling and general conditions for blind and deaf people. So, in addition, she was active in promoting women's, children's workers, and minorities' rights. She was also outspoken to prevent blindness in infants. How to prevent bata pa man. So, through it, O'Sullivan remained by Keller's side, supporting her and making sure she was living effectively. So si Sullivan, teacher niya ang kanya interpreter. Yung siguro may mga, hindi ba mga words sa interpreter, yung various audiences. So, Sullivan, even though Sullivan died in 1936, but with the help of the other supporters, still Keller was able to continue his social reform. Then, okay. Now, question, how did Keller learn to communicate and overcome her disabilities? How did she overcome?
Maybe, in my idea lang, maybe with the help, because of the help of her family and
yes,
the people around her, the colleagues, the friends. So that's why siguro she overcomes. She empowers, di ba?
Yes.
She empowers
Yes.
because she
Yes.
graduated college.
Exactly.
Yes, because of the help of the family and people around her, maybe her relatives and friends, colleagues, teachers, especially her teacher.
You're right. Aside from that, she overcame through her own efforts.
Yes.
Although it is Braille, so about that, using Braille. So, Keller learned to read and write using Braille at the Perkins Institute of the Blind.
I think she's genius.
Yes.
She's genius.
Even though she had difficulties, disabilities. Second is finger spelling. Okay. Finger spelling, okay, used to manual alphabet of communicate by finger spelling. So, pinakapa lang niya yung mga spelling.
Siguro ma'am, naka-inbox na yung mga, ano tawag mo? Naka-inbox yung mga letters?
Yes.
Naka-elevate? Naka-update? May mga letters niya, naka-inbox.
Okay. Third is lip reading. Okay. Imagine niyo, paano makalip reading yung isang blind? Paano makalip reading? Hindi na makita.
Yun nga, yun nga pag finger reading, paano mo nasabi na letter A yan?
Oo.
Hindi naman siya nakakita. So, ang teacher talaga yung magaling yun, no?
Yes.
Letter A. This is the form of letter A. Paano yan? Paano niya na-study, ma'am, no?
Yes.
Actually, grabe talaga yung teacher. Grabe. Nakaka-amaze.
The lip reading, imagine lip reading by touching the people's lip and the throat.
Oh, yan ang hirap.
So, yun ang lip reading.
Ang buti na lang,
Siguro sa
touch yung mga
alam mo
kausap niya ng lips.
Alam, siguro yung mga close friends, families, yung mga
Teachers siguro.
Mga teachers, yung mga people na alam kung ano ang kayong Kung ano meron siya, ano kaya niya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung mga nangyayari sa kanya. Speaking. Keller began speaking at the age of 9. But her efforts were less successful than her other skills. She often required an interpreter to help her communicate in public. Kasi siguro mga words na hindi niya masyado ma-express. Typewriting also, diba? Sa kanyang book, typewriting na ganyan siguro. The use of typewriter. Then raise type ng mga letters. So raise type in cardboard.
Raise type pa na yun. Raise type letters.
Raise type.
Naka-raise ang mga letters.
Cardboard. And black letters. Yung mga blacks. So learn to print black letters. Kung kinakapaano niya. Okay. Ito tayo mga accomplishments. Hindi lang isa, marami. Become an educator, organizer, fundraiser, influencing how the blind and deaf are treated, helping to found American Civil Liberties League in 2020. Diba, activist siya? Mas Martin yun.
Grabe no, nag-join siya naman.
Joining the American Foundation for the Blind, touring internationally on behalf of the American Foundation of the Blind, winning an Academy Award for a documentary film about her life in 1956. Being awarded the Presidential Medal for Freedom by President Lyndon, 1964.
Lincoln?
Lyndon.
Lincoln?
And publishing about a dozen books, most of them are still in print.
Okay.
Meron din movie about Helen Keller. Gusto
Ah.
ko makita yung about sa kanya. Sinesearch ko kung meron about sa kanya.
So she died at the age of what maybe?
Hindi na represent ko yun. Alas mo siya, kailangan siya.
Kasi matanda na siya. 1905. Buhay po siya. So patay na talaga siya namin.
1980 siya,
1980.
tapos award niya is 1880.
Ah,
1880. Tapos award niya is 1964. Siguro mga 80 na yung edad. Diba 64, tapos plus 20.
Oo.
So, mga 80. 80 plus ang kanya edad. Okay. Wala ka pa idagdagan mga Rachel?
Kasi wala na. Ay, no. Alam mo ng Grace, na-mention ko ba sa'yo na yung pamangkin ko is special din, yung nasa Palawan.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned you about
later, before.
I have a story, konti lang na description. May sinulat din ako about sa kanya. Konti lang. Her name is April May Sevilla Menendez. My niece. She's the daughter of my eldest sister. She was born when my sister was 39 years old. Maybe that's the reason why, one of the reasons why April May born with that disabilities, because not only one, many disabilities. Because April May cannot see, cannot talk, and cannot stand. Multiple disabilities, and she cannot also sit on her own. Nakahiga lang siya palagi ng Grace. Ngayon, no, 22 years old na siya. Babae. Tapos, dalaga na. Gusto ko nga ipakita sa'yo kasi yung nagpunta kami sa Palawan, gusto ko na ipakita sa'yo yung tsura niya. Gusto na iyak kami nung nagpunta kami doon sa Palawan. Grabing iyak namin. Nakita namin, kasi after 14 years, saka namin sila na-visit doon. Ano pa siya dito? 8 yata yun siya? 8 or 9 na nagpunta sila dito.
Tapos ngayon, how old na siya?
She's 22 years old now. You can, na-videoan ko talaga siya kasi gusto ko na, siguro pag mag-test ako, pwedeng siya ang subject ko, ma'am. Gusto kong ipakita sa iyo paano siya, tinutba siya ng mama niya. Ito yung situation niya, ma'am. Maganda siya. Alam mo ba, maganda siya. Yan. Yan, ma'am.
Oo, maganda siya.
May cerebral palsy din siya ng Grace. But hindi siya nakakikita kasi nung nung, when she was born, ano siya, Ma'am Grace, she was born at 8 months only. Tapos, during, di ba, premature kasi 8 months. During, when she was born, 8 months siya premature, then, she was incubated. Incubated din, yung mali lang daw is, yung doktor, hindi tinakpan yung mata. Dapat pala, pag in-incubate yung bata, may takip sa mata na something wrong. Ewan, ma'am. Kaya nga maraming nagsabi na negligence daw, yung hindi siya nakakita kasi parang nasunog yung nerves na nagdala ng eyesight niya. Parang ipot na talaga, wala nang chance. Tapos, hindi pala tinakpan yung, yung mata niya nung na-incubate. 1 month siya, 1 month yata yung incubation, ma'am. Kasi premature siya eh. Dapat 9 months saka pinanganak. Isa din sa reason na siguro mga kaakalang baka dahil sa situation na is because of the work of her ate, my sister, my eldest sister. She was working at the port of Palawan. Yung mga blocking ice yung pinapasok nila. Yung mga blocking ice pala, ma'am, may medicina din pala yan. So, yes, ma'am. Buntis na siya nun.
So, naano niya
na-absorb yung smell ko. Isa din daw yun sa mga possible, mga reasons. So, April May, despite her handicap, multiple disabilities, at hanggang ngayon, alam mo, ma'am, college graduate itong ate ko. She's a teacher, like me. She teach here in Malabo, pero noon kasing time na yun, matagal, elementary pa kami, elementary pa kami, ma'am, hindi, maliit kasi ang sahod ng teacher, 3,000 lang yata yung sinulahan niya dyan sa high school. Then, nag-resign siya kasi nirecruit siya ng kapitbahay namin doon, dalhin sa Palawan. So, nagpunta siya doon. So, doon niya na-meet yung asawa niya. Doon siya nagkaanak, nagka-family. So, hanggang ngayon, nandun pa rin siya sa Palawan. So, yun ang situation. Kahit despite the handicap, multiple disabilities of my niece, because of the help of her family, palangga na siya sa iyang papa mama. Kaya lang, namatay na yung papa niya 2 years ago na. So, ang ate ko na lang yung pension yung kinabuhay nila. Ang ate ko na lang, hindi nag-work yung ate ko. Siya na malaki na. Kasi ma'am, yung second child niya is normal. Siya, 19 years old na. Gusto niya makagraduate muna ng college bago sila umulit na daw. Kasi skala yung pangalawang na. Sayang naman din daw. Scholarship. Gusto na namin lang siyang dalhin niya. Magpunta kami doon. So, hindi daw po muna. So, yun ang situation ng pamangkin ko. Kahit ganun siya, love, kasi siya parang nagdala siya ng swerte sa family nila. She's very loved. And yun, sacrifice talaga yung ate ko. Yun lang masashare ko. Kahit marami siyang disabilities, palang grabe hindi siya iniiwan ng pakito kasi babae, baka mapano. Ayun yun. Yun, sa April, May. And that's, yun lang ma-share ko, Ma'am Grace.
So,
yes, ma'am. May pinagbrushan siya, pinagbrushan siya. Hindi siya natutulog pag hindi pa siya pinagbrushan. Routine na kasi nila yun. At siya, pag hindi siya pinunasan. Si April na kasi yung place, nakakarinig lang siya. Mahilig siya sa music. Hindi siya nakakita, nakakasmell siya. Hindi siya makapagsalita, hindi makatayo. Pero nakakarinig siya. She's very happy when yung marami siyang naririnig na nag-uusap sa around her. So, bihira lang mga, after 14 years na kanang sila nag-isinta. Kawawa talaga yung ate ko doon. So, maybe that's the end of the discussion of our second question of race. Is that the review muna?
Okay, let's proceed our last topic.
Yes, ma'am. Our last topic, you will be the one to or Cecil or me?
Sige ako.
Sige, kami naman, guys.
Our last topic is about...
So our topic is all about revisit the special class you went earlier. You went to earlier. Find out from the teacher how inclusive education is implemented. So how education inclusive education is implemented. Discuss your impression through a presentation about the type of special education service delivery mode. So,
Okay, I will share to you during our benchmarking in Sped Bangkal and in Dali Alperes in Bulacan. The first we visited in Dali Alperes. So, at first pala, wala sila wala pa silang sped classroom. So, it is difficult for them to have a physical classroom. So, what they do is, the abandoned classroom, they revise, repair, improvise, just to have a physical sped classroom.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tapos, at that time, then, di ba, the time konti ka lang ang mga sped teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Konti lang mga sped teacher. So,
Kasi wala pang masyadong alam na pwede palang maging STEM teacher nung na-course. May course na ganun.
ang mga tata, hindi sila
Aware.
STEM, hindi aware sa mga courses. Yung mga isang, kasi pinakamatagal natin sa mga STEM, si mga nakaipagintahan. Tapos, yun, sa kanilang classroom, meron silang nakalisting yung mga kanilang mga income generated ng mga budget progress. Yes, meron ang dishwashing liquid,
Yes, ma'am.
o meron mga kitchen, meron mga perfume, gawa ng mga special ingredient na yung mga suka, meron din sabon.
Sino nagbigay ng kapital sa kanila, ma'am?
Sa school, may project, may fund man
may
yung
fund
spend.
ay, oo.
Galing sa spend fund.
Buti na lang nakaisip sila na magkaroon ng mga income generating na project.
Makita mo nila ilang kaya income. Sa kanilang malikong income.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa ano naman, then after that, we visited to Sped Bangkal. Sa Sped Bangkal, kasi sila yung pinakamatagal. Siguro sila first sped in Davao City or entire region. Yan sa snow, kanilang iba, complete na kanilang building.
Yes,
well-established na sila. So,
Maraming classrooms, ma'am.
marami. Third floor, 11th floor. Sa first floor, yung mga kanilang, so yung mga sped, qualities. Meron silang therapy room. Hydrotherapy room, meron malaking pool para magpa-relax sa mga bagay groups. Meron silang occupational therapy room, meron silang physical therapy room. Meron silang mga intern therapist. Tapos, meron ang sped din, meron silang doctor. Oh. Tapos, ang nakakaganda lang is yung low cost lang ang kanilang mura lang ang bayad sa doktor.
May resident doctor doon, ma'am.
Meron sila.
Sa loob talaga ng school?
Na sila, ay
Uniform?
mag-appointment sa school by schedule. Pero mura lang talaga, meron din sila, aside sa, yung neuro doctor, neurologist,
Yun ba yun?
psychiatrist, iba rin siya, yung neuro. Tapos, neurodevelopmental, yan, tawag sa doktor, neurodevelopmental. As ang tawag ko nila. Tapos, aside from that, meron din sila mga, yung pagbata ay, pwede na siyang ilagay sa inclusive. O meron silang mga regular class sa taas. Pero ang kagandahan din is, every section meron silang assistant teacher. Ang assistant teacher is very by the public kasi supported by the infants. They are agreed by the body. So, diba? So, hindi. So, mas at least na isin na for the teacher na kahit may maraming 12 special kids. Okay, so sila gastan.
So, every teacher, 12 is yung student demand.
Maximum 12. Kasi may 30 ang bata, then mayroong inclusive na 12. Ganyan dito sa kanila. Yan, sa mga facility. Doon niya, i-have yung mga parties, during kaamit, o doon i-have sa kanila about worksheet games para sa mga learning disability, mga worksheet. Paano sila talaga mag-share?
Tsaka yung ano nila no, yung facility na school, may pool.
Yes, may pool.
Nandun,
well-established ito talaga sila. At ang mga teachers, mostly with SPED master's degree or units o yung kanila. Ano pa kaya talaga kasi kailangan nila with SPED units sa MA. At least 18 minutes na talaga kasi SPED school sila eh. Pero yung iba naman, kahit in SPED school, they earn SPED unit.
Tayo, 24 yun. Kung makapasa nito.
Oo, makapasa. So yun, kung mga trials and questions during our benchmarking, maamis na talaga. Sana, may nag-isip na po nakita doon sa Daniel Mentel at sa SPED. Pero sila upuan na parang train, tawag yung chuchu train. So doon nila ilagay yung bata na pangunong tantrums. Tapos doon ilagay, parang siyang train talaga, ikulong. Hindi siya kulungan na half from half body. Lagay siya doon, ipo tapos may seatbelt.
Hindi nakakagalaw.
Mahalag. Ganyan ang kayong upper body is para makilabsa kayong paan doon. Hindi siya makalabas.
Pero, para sa pag napunta sa pilitan, ang paglagay sa kanya doon?
Meron siyang maramalit na door.
Or
parang doon, yung chair doon.
Pinapapasok mo doon sa door.
Meron doon, di ba, alam mo yung chair na para sa kailan sa college graduate, sa bata. Doon, ipasok na ng paa. Pagkaman, may seatbelt, para sila makagala malabas. Baka sila magtantrums doon. Doon na kanila.
Bata talaga.
Sabi nga kayo, Ma'am, baka pwede tayo ito doon. Kasi ng tantrums. Mag-isa, dalawang pagsunod ko yun. Mga mag-tantrums ka.
Seriously, no? Yung sa Bangkal, wala
sila. Wala lang sa kanila. Wala daw rin yung mga facilities.
So, yun na lang yung masa
Proceed ma'am to our inclusive practice in the classroom na Philippines.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ito yung video. Okay, ito kasi ito yung review. Okay, inclusive practices. Okay.
Video. Ito yun, ma'am.
So what is an inclusive school? An inclusive school is one in which general education and special education are no longer separate from each other and are completely indistinguishable. The school is restructured so that all students have an opportunity to learn together. It changes the classroom to build a community where everyone has equal opportunities to participate.
So yeah, this is also this is a classroom, for example. So the best practice, the first one is services are in the regular classroom. This is the regular classroom. So there's a regular class. So students learn together. So here comes the opportunities to participate. Okay, then may mga inclusive dito. Ilan yung mga special.
The inclusive classroom supports a portable and pull-up services are replaced by bringing the services into the regular classroom. Universal design set for learning is implemented to accommodate the instructional needs for all students.
Why is inclusion
Okay, now, what are the benefits of inclusive inclusion?
An inclusive classroom
Okay,
still
why
offers
is
the
it
same
social for everyone?
just with the addition of universal design for learning, or UDL strategies, to help all students have equal learning opportunities.
Yan.
Inclusion will
Yeah,
also
we call
cover all
learning
students,
opportunities.
not just the students with special needs or behavioral differences. In an inclusive classroom, students get experience working
Then
together
also,
with students with a variety of ability levels. In these classroom settings, conversations about equality and leadership will still flow as
Is mainstreaming or integrating.
social settings.
Okay. Promotes conversation and combats bullying, di ba? Pag may interest in education, malesen ang bullying.
An inclusive classroom is also an opportunity for students to see how to behave appropriately in a classroom or in certain social settings.
Is there a difference between
Yeah,
inclusion and
mitigation,
mainstreaming or integration?
Yeah.
It's important to note that inclusion is not the same thing as mainstreaming or integration.
It's to the separate in the
Integration and
classroom.
mainstreaming tend to be concerned
So,
principally
wala
with
na ano,
disability
kasi
and
ito
special
talaga.
educational needs, and imply learners changing or becoming ready for or
Mainstreaming
deserving
refers to
of
those
accommodations by
curriculum.
mainstreaming. By
So,
contrast,
it's
inclusion is
traditionally
about the
pala
child's
ito
rights to
kapag sila
participate, and the school's duty to accept the child. Inclusion rejects the use of special schools or classrooms to separate students with disabilities from students without disabilities. A premium is placed upon full participation by students with disabilities and upon respect for their social, civil, and educational rights. Inclusion gives students with and without disabilities additional skills such as cooperation, teamwork, and problem solving that they can use in and out of the classroom.
Legal implications of inclusion. Not only is inclusion included for all types of learners, but appropriate degrees of inclusion are also required by law. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, does not support an all-or-nothing education system in which children with disabilities attend either regular.
Example of person-first language would be the attitudes or academic behaviors.
Okay, so the best practice in our classroom, so we respect each other, we try our best, and we are a team, then we celebrate each other's success. We create, we learn from mistakes. So, in short, the entire community, it takes a community to develop a special child.
That is very true.
So, di ba, hindi pwede mag-isa lang, may parents lang, may teachers lang.
Kasi hindi kaya ng isa.
Hindi kaya, kailangan talaga yung entire community. So, it's a special child.
Kaya, grabing sacrifice ng mga parents ng
Sila ang number one.
saka teachers din.
May teacher na mas sila pa ang mas nakaka-identity sa parents. No? Sila pa. Dahil teachers pa ang maging kaya sa kanila. Sige, bata na yan, yung mga bawal. That's it. Ayun lang siya.
So, yun na yun ang
Yes,
Grace.
yes, yes.
So that ends our discussion about our assignment. So, thank you, Ma'am Grace, for the time. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the effort.
Kaya mo ha?